Grant Hill and Brent Berry, our analysts tonight. Brian Anderson here. We'll hear from Allie LaForce as well. It'll be the Knicks off the tip. Pass to Towns. And it's Towns with the power finish.
Yeah, strong flush from Towns. I like whenever he plays with an edge inside.
Offensively, Karl Anthony Towns is one of the most well-rounded big men in the league, Grant.
Yeah, maybe in league history, B.A. He's an elite three-point shooter, post scorer, and his passing is severely underrated.
Here's Towns. 2 shots, 2 makes. Off to a good start.
And he is a force in the paint. Towns is such a huge presence inside for them.
Claxton. That falls. Nice assist by Russell.
Just can make it so much easier for your teammate when you throw that lead pass that gets to him right on the money, whether that's on the run or in the shooting pocket.
Now here's Brunson. He takes it in. Played it in.
Eat that.
With a nice touch off the window.
What a good burst from Brunson just to get by the initial defense.
Russell deciding where to go with it.
Gotta love the effort there. An undersized 4 who can really make things happen with that leaping ability.
Up top, Anunoby. Here's Towns. And it's powered home by Towns.
Just such a terrific dunker.
And born to fly, that's for sure. And he takes it in for the layup off a very nice feed. Claxton's got 6.
Well, when you're super creative like D'Angelo is, playing in the pick and roll becomes a really fun game within the game.
When they get their opportunity to punch it inside, they don't hesitate.
And around 2 minutes played here in the first quarter. Down low. Stolen by Bridges. And here we go. The Knicks in transition. Basket counts.
You get Brunson that wide open of a floor, he's going to operate there.
To the wing, right side. Here's Clowney. 3-pointer, no good. He goes up. Claxton with the block. And pushing it up the floor. Here comes Brooklyn. Pass to Clowney. Back to Watford. There's the 3. Hits the trifecta. Watford's got his 2nd bucket of the game.
Defensively, you have to stay connected to him on the perimeter.
And Brent, this Knicks team, they've taken on the identity of their head coach.
Well, B.A., isn't it interesting? Tom Thibodeau, lots of scuttlebutt about him as the coach. And then they brought in players that kind of fit the coach. They play hard. They play defense first. They play a ton of minutes. But this team is gritty, and they don't give up.
And Brooklyn with possession here after the basket by New York on the other end. Claxton. The layup off target. Knicks leading by 3. Inside. It's a 3-on-3 fast break. Back to Johnson. A minute 20 left to play in the first. Brooklyn, no good that time either. And keeping us updated from the sideline, Allie LaForce.
Well, I had a chance to talk with head coach Jordy Fernandez. We got into it about his strategy against Karl Anthony Towns. These modern bigs are tough to stop, he told me, and went on to say, I'm hoping we can just force him to take bad shots, not the ones that he wants. I'll settle for that. So they're looking to disrupt Cat's selections and keep him from his spots, guys.
Thanks for that, Allie. Pass to Clowney. 4-3. Cam Johnson, that one's good. And that makes it a tie ball game.
Johnson brings such a different element with that quick trigger. Not all guys have that.
3-pointer, Bridges. Clowney pulls it in. And it's Brooklyn ball. Right side Johnson. Pass to Watford. Outside Russell. Screen by Claxton. Just 4 to shoot. Russell, that's good.
Yeah, I love the play there from D'Lo. Uses the play, gets some space, and then knocks it down.
Outside Anunoby. Now here's Bridges. Beyond the arc. Nails it from beyond the arc. Bridges has got 5 now.
He just takes advantage of the D in a way that very few players playing today can do.
It's been all about Karl Anthony Towns for New York. 8 points in the quarter, showing how effective he can be. Back after this. And some good action in the books as we get back to a game that's been pretty close so far here. And a closer look here at the scoring breakdown for the Knicks.
In the early goings, their effort level has been exceptional. Exceptional. The speeding around the defense and opening up options with good penetration.
Now here's Thomas. Grant, when you talk about consistency and officiating game to game, you think there's room for improvement?
You know, I do think so. I mean, they're allowing more contact, but overall, more clarity on what constitutes legal guarding position with health players and officials.
Well, there's the shot clock violation, so they'll turn it over. The Knicks with the lead. Bridges, right side. Pass to Payne. And here's Achua. It's Bridges on the wing. He's got 5. Back to Achua. 6 to shoot. The rebound by the Nets. Thomas with the ball. And it's Payne picking him up. Here's Williams. To the inside. Sharp. And that's good. His first bucket of the game.
Now, there's some easy offense there. Keep finding looks in that area, and their shooting percentages tonight are going to be off the charts.
Here's Bridges. And there's the rejection. And he ends that fast break chance. An intentional foul. That's a textbook example of the transition take foul rule. And a chance for just a second to check out the scoring breakdown for the Nets.
Well, hey, guys, I mean, can we talk about how unselfish they've been? Just racking up the assist numbers, moving it around with great precision.
Williams from long range.
What's there?
New York trailing. Robinson's defense is always a factor for him, and lately he's done a better job of staying on the floor.
Yeah, B.A., fouls have been an issue for Robinson, but the thing that he really needs to learn is it's not about blocking shots. It's about being in great position with your body and being more of a deterrent so he can stay on the floor to be more impactful.
Here's Johnson after the basket by New York on the other end. Stolen by Anunoby. Pass to Bridges. Thomas with a steal. Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Alex.
Oh, man, just knocking you down.
Nice.
That's spectacular.
Oh, save that for the dunk contest. That flush was so extra.
Whether or not this game is close, he's the same guy, focused on finishing firm at the rim. Now here's McBride. Hasn't gotten one to fall yet. And stolen by Williams. Here in quarter 2, we've played a little over 2.5 minutes now. Back to Thomas. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line. You know, Grant, with the Nets, there was so much optimism just a few years back.
And it was just too bad to see things go south. It's a reminder that nothing is as easy as it seems in the NBA. Even with a superstar roster, things don't always work out.
A big fella with the ability and confidence at the free throw line is something that every team wants. Don't have to make those late substitutions. Keep your big guys on the floor.
Pass to Johnson. Outside, Williams. To the right side. Here's Claxton. Sinks the tray. Claxton's got 9. To the middle. Will it go?
Oh no, he's mad.
There's the slam. Dunk to finish it off.
A strong finish to cut into that lead a little.
And left no doubt with that one, Grant.
Credit their discipline. They've been working for high percentage shots.
Left side, Hart. Over Williams. Hart can't hit.
He wants that one over again. I guarantee that. Nobody's even in the neighborhood.
The kick out to Brunson. To the paint. No one near him. That one's good. And it's Towns with the assist. He has 6.
Really quick release there from Brunson. Let that one go in a hurry.
Pass to Claxton. Hart pulls it in.
That's the shot you hope for. Right at the rim. Just couldn't capitalize.
Excellent court vision from Brunson as he's able to find the open man.
Oh, stolen by Anunoby. The kick out to Brunson. Right wing. The 3. Brooklyn pulls it in.
Yeah, no, he usually makes you pay from that range.
Down low. Johnson. No good with a layup. Knicks trail by 3. Oh, there's a killer 2-hand slam.
And that was just moving the ball quickly. And he's rewarded at the end with a high percentage look.
Yeah, the defense trying to do their best to slow him down. But when he gets room like that, you got to look out.
Here's Claxton. Karl Anthony Towns comes up with a rebound. Here's Hart. Oh, and the release was before the buzzer, but it's off target. And a pretty tightly contested game here as we end the first half. Brooklyn out in front, up by 1. And don't go away. After the break, we'll see you right back here for the start of quarter number 3. And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during halftime. Thomas outside. Out of bounds. It'll be New York's ball. And here are the Knicks. They trail by 1. Here's Brunson. That one's good. And it's Towns with the assist. Brunson's got 8.
And mixing it up down low, Brunson, not the tallest guy on the floor, but he can finish around the basket.
Back to Thomas. Battles through traffic and lays it in. And the Nets lead by 1. And there's a pick. Towns, right side. And it's Towns with the power finish. 6 lead changes in a game that has a lot of character.
Yeah, both sides stepping up and making big plays.
When the Knicks are having a good season, it is amazing how excited their fans get.
Well, it's been generations, VA, that have been salivating for this franchise to get back to its winning ways. The last championship came in 1973. So as a fan, you can't help but get fired up when there's a chance at a title run.
Back to Thomas. 4 on the clock. And they recover it. Goes back up. Oh, and makes it with the kiss. Thomas has got 4 points in the quarter.
A great move. I mean, the defense has no response.
Well, just ripping through right there as he finds the open spot and gets right through there. High basketball IQ play.
And we'll have a timeout called by Tom Thibodeau. He's going to gather the troops and talk it over. A big group substitution here for Brooklyn. And it's the Knicks with the ball. It's a 1-point game. Brunson on the drive. Here's Towns. Yes, and a nice assist from Brunson. 12 points for him.
This game has been like a seesaw. Both teams going back and forth at one another.
Yeah, everybody trying to get away from one another, and the threads are keeping them close. This has been highly competitive.
And it's amazing. Neither team has been able to hold the lead for any length of time.
Yeah, these guys are leaving it all on the floor tonight.
It's a 3-on-3 fast break. Here's Claxton. And some solid defense from Towns. Inside. Here's Hart. Lays it up and in off the pretty assist. Hart's got his first 2 points.
Well, the paint is where Hart does a lot of damage. He'll finish in there at close range.
And the foul on Josh Hart. That'll be a second foul of the game.
10 seconds.
Second half of play here with just under 2.5 minutes passed. To the inside. It's stolen by Hart. And here we go. The Knicks in transition. Back to Anunoby. Pass to Bridges. Shot clock at 5. Outside Brunson. No good on the triple.
I'm not sure how he finds himself in so much space there. He's kicking himself for whiffing a bit on that one.
Johnson with it. He's guarded by Bridges. They set the screen. Out to the right wing. To the middle. The Nets need to get off a shot here. Clowney. The offensive rebound. And Claxton gets the bucket.
The defense couldn't collapse quickly enough.
Claxton with the rebound. The Nets with the lead. 3-on-3. And let's send it over to Allie LaForce.
Nick Claxton, despite his relatively slender frame, is a hard-nosed defender. He said, "I bow down to no one. Every time I step on the court, I always have that chip on my shoulder. That's just the fiery competitor that I am. At the end of the day, I know what I'll hang my hat on, the defensive side of the ball." Brian?
Okay, Allie, thanks for that. Now here's Towns. He's got 12. Outside Hart. Back to Towns. Claxton with the block. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Claxton. Both teams will make substitutions. 50 seconds left in the third. And the basket by Towns. Towns has got 6 here in the quarter.
Yeah, look at Towns being patient, not rushing himself just because of the shot clock.
Left side Sharp. Back to Russell. Over to the wing. Pass to Johnson. Here's Clowney. Here's Johnson. He's covered by Hart. Right side Russell. Johnson on the wing. Three-pointer. And it's New York with a rebound. Out left to the wing. Towns with the ball. Up top Bridges. Achua for 3. Oh, it would have counted had it fallen, but it is offline. 3/4 of play and a close one here. Brooklyn out in front. They're up by 3. After a quick break, we're coming right back with the start of the fourth quarter.
You don't want to watch Mickey Mouse?
We've reached the fourth quarter in what has been a very competitive game. Should be an exciting finish. Here's Payne. Anunoby on the wing. Pass to Towns. Back to Anunoby. To tie it up. Here's Towns. Sharp grabs the miss. Nets leading by 3. Outside Johnson. Here's Williams. Achua with some nice D.
Well, a lot of players in the league are going to make that shot, and for him, it's pretty much automatic. It's a good defensive effort to prevent the layup.
Can't afford to leave the ground if you're the defense, and that's when Towns can really hurt you.
And a chance for a moment to check out the scoring breakdown for the Nets.
Well, you love their unselfish play. Keeping that ball moving, good shot to great. That's winning basketball.
They've done a great job of moving the ball tonight.
Yeah, B.A. Keeping everybody involved keeps everyone engaged.
To the paint. Puts up the 8-footer. The kick out to Williams. Just 5 to shoot.
Caleb, could you stop?
Outside Sharp. Fires from deep. Williams misses. New York trailing. To the inside. Achua with the dunk. Coming down the stretch. It's still anyone's game.
Incredible effort and energy on both sides. These guys must be gassed.
It's Johnson with a drive. And the layup is good off the glass. And the Nets lead by 1. And we'll have a timeout called by Tom Thibodeau. He wants to make sure everyone is aligned, given the situation right now. New York making a switch here. Let's check in with our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Hey guys, over the last break I listened to Tom Thibodeau address the team. This might be a close late game, but don't tell coach. They were cool as a cucumber in the huddle, and I think that resonates with their players. We'll see if that approach works. Ryan?
Good job there, Allie. Thanks. Back to Towns. Moving along. 2 minutes gone in the 4th. Claxton with the block. Now here's Russell. Here's Clowney. Oh,
To throw down.
And he takes that one up and powers it through.
B.A., I'm not sure he should be flaunting around the rim like that with this game so close.
Oh, it's risky, but it sure did look good.
Making sure of it with the two-hand slam, B.A.
Yeah, I don't blame him. With the score this tight, you cannot take a chance here. The shot by Johnson, no good. Three-pointer, Bridges. Is kept alive. Hart. Here's Brunson. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up. That one on Russell.
If you're a basketball player, through your entire basketball life, you're going to hear coaches harp on you about free throws. It seems like Brunson has heard those messages loud and clear.
Both free throws, good from Brunson.
Now, he's the one person that the coaching staff and the teammates love to see at the line in a tight ball game. You can pretty much bank on these.
Now here's Thomas. Outside Russell. Stolen by Bridges. He's all alone. And it's Bridges with the jam.
And Bridges elevating his game. Woo!
Doubled by Towns. Here's Wilson. Ooh, the lead pass was in the perfect spot to set up the layup.
Smart play call to get him something at the rim.
While taking advantage of that opportunity, it does not get any more high percentage than that one.
And in the big moments, Towns ups the ante, which allows him to knock down the important shots.
And let's take a moment here to get your take, guys, on the scoring so far for New York.
Well, not content to take what the defense gives them. I mean, they're attacking the gaps and getting the ball inside. Their strategy has been pretty simple here in the second half. Attack from three-point range.
Maybe trying to find a little bit more space and ball movement to get guys open at the three-point line.
Pass to Brunson. Releases. And it goes straight through with a swish. Brunson's gotten 4 this quarter.
Oh, huge moment from J.B. Brunson knocking it down.
Johnson for three. And again, it's Brooklyn from deep.
And that was the right decision. When you're in need of a bucket, you go to your most trusted guys.
Yeah, whether it's teammates or the coaching staff, hopefully a combination of both, but gets close, he's getting the ball.
Now here's Claxton. Back to Johnson.
The wingspan of Towns in action, allowing him to get on the ball.
Brunson. On the take. To the left side wing. Clock at 6. New York needs to get one up quick. The timer ticks.
He makes that. He makes it.
He had more than enough room to hit that. Just couldn't.
Dude, you gonna quit with? Oh, that would be a bad quit. No, it's time to go to bed.
Make it happen.
And an intentional foul right there. Russell with the ball. And now they decide to foul intentionally.
And a smart choice right there. I mean, you can't allow them to just drain the clock.
He hits the first one, and that'll put him up 2. So he goes 2 for 2 at the line, and it's a 3-point game.
Well, important there to have the three-point lead because only a 3 can tie it up now.
And timeout is called by Tom Thibodeau. Critical moment here. He's not taking any chances. Any speculation on what we're going to see coming out of this timeout?
If they leave the arc open, take it. But it may be safer to get a quick 2 and then foul.
Don't force something up. You got to be smart here.
Both teams deciding to change it up. Here's Towns. Brooklyn pulls it in. Down low. Yes!
Can't talk enough about the subtleties in that setup right there. The assist, really the key to that entire sequence.
Now a timeout called by New York. 1 second left to the 4th. All right, guys, what's your take?
Trying to extend this one, but it seems futile.
Yeah, this is the classic too little, too late. The effort coming and not enough time for them to get back in it.
So we see Brooklyn get the win here. This one was in the balance right until the final.
Okay. Dang, had I known he sucked that 3 like that, I would have just played the zone.